Hey founders, Jens here from Angel Invest. So there is a frequent misconception in business that in order to win in an established category, you you need to work harder than your opponents, and that's basically enough, and that's how you're gonna win. The truth is that this is true in certain types of categories. So, for example, if you're in sports, you work harder than all of the people of your year, and the probability is that if you're gifted and you don't injure yourself and you work extremely hard, you will be super successful. Good examples of that are LeBron James or Michael Jordan, a number of others. So that's that. It is also true that if you're in a type of service field where, again, people provide services, the people whom you're competing with age. They don't age as fast as they do in sports, but they do age, and eventually they just retire. Yeah. So you can work very, very hard, and you can be a great whatever you are, accountant or a tax advisor or a lawyer, or So because it's a services field, let's forget about AI for a second. That's not what I mean. But if you're a service provider and you work very, very hard, you can outcompete your competition. If you're in a product space, it's very different. In a product space, if you want to go up against the existing product that dominates the category, what happens is you need to have so much more marketing budget than the existing player in this field. For startups, this is undoable, which is why startups dominate these new categories that, where the product doesn't even really, it feels like a toy, it's a joke, nobody cares about it. And then the category becomes important. And suddenly, these personal computers that were made out of wood suddenly are made out of plastic, then they're made out of beautiful plastic, and everybody has them. And then suddenly it's a mainstream thing. And whoever then invents that field becomes the new player. It becomes one of the market dominant player in that category. And this is typically where technology companies, most of you will play. I know a lot of service providers might also be watching this. Again, big difference between a service company and a product company. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.